Tesamorelin, aka the potent GH-releasing peptide that'll slash your visceral fat faster than my med school ex-girlfriend slashed my tires. Ah, Samantha. I should call her Ronick. Originally developed to treat HIV-associated belly fat, Tesamorelin has since become one of the most popular peptides in the fitness world for fine-tuning athletes' physiques. First off, what exactly is Tesamorelin? Developed by Theratechnologies in the 2010s, Tesamorelin is a synthetic growth hormone releasing hormone analog, specifically engineered to trigger significant natural growth hormone pulses from the pituitary gland. Unlike most other GH boosters, Tesamorelin is FDA approved under the brand name Agrifta to specifically target visceral adipose tissue. That's the stubborn belly fat surrounding your internal organ. But how does Tesamorelin stack up against other popular GH peptides? We have covered a lot of GH-releasing peptides on this channel, but how do they compare to each other? Let's go through some of the heavy hitters to see how they stack up to Tesamorelin. First off, Tesamorelin versus Samorelin. Mechanism. Both Tesamorelin and Samorelin are synthetic GHRH peptides designed to directly stimulate the pituitary gland into producing more natural GH. Next is potency and efficacy. Tesamorelin is significantly more potent and generally produces substantially higher, more sustained GH pulses when compared to Samorelin, which is generally known to cause mild, subtle increase. Third is fat loss impact. Tesamorelin specifically targets visceral fat, which is clinically proven in humans, while Samorelin provides more modest generalized fat loss. Next up, Tesamorelin versus CJC1295. Mechanism. Both target pituitary GH release, but CJC1295 with DAC has a modified structure, giving it an extended half-life of about 5 to 7 days compared to Tesamorelin's much shorter half-life, which is only about 30 to 60 minutes. GH pulse profile. Tesamorelin gives robust, targeted GH spikes, while CJC1295 offers a smoother, sustained release over several days, fewer peaks, less intense pulses. Next, clinical validation. Tesamorelin is clinically validated, FDA approved, and extensively studied for targeted visceral fat reduction. CJC1295 remains popular in the biohacking community, but still lacks FDA approval for this indication and doesn't have nearly as much data backing it as Tesamorelin. Finally, Tesamorelin versus Ipamorelin. Mechanism. Ipamorelin is a selective ghrelin receptor agonist that triggers natural GH pulses through a totally different receptor pathway. Tesamorelin, by contrast, mimics your body's natural GHRH. Side effects and selectivity. Ipamorelin is more selective, typically causing fewer side effects. Tesamorelin's higher potency often provides superior fat loss, but potentially slightly higher rates of mild GH-related side effects, like fluid retention and joint stiffness. Fat loss and GH release. Tesamorelin generally produces more dramatic fat loss results, especially visceral fat, whereas Ipamorelin's effects are milder and more subtle overall. Street dosing reality check. The standard clinical dose of Tesamorelin is 2 milligrams daily, administered via sub-Q injection. Now in the PED space, Tesamorelin is often dosed similarly at 1 to 2 milligrams a day and is usually cycled for several weeks at a time with close monitoring due to its potency. Luckily, side effects are typically mild, but can include things like fluid retention, transient joint stiffness, mild headaches, and potential alterations in insulin sensitivity. Bottom line, Tesamorelin is a clinically validated, highly potent GHRH peptide with strong human evidence supporting targeted visceral fat reduction and robust GH release. Compared to Samorelin, Ipamorelin, and CJC1295, it's stronger, more targeted, and extensively proven, but also requires thoughtful management due to its potency. Your body's natural somatostatin will help pump the brakes, but it is not a cure-all. That's Tesamorelin, clinically tested, viscerally targeted, and plenty powerful. Proceed accordingly.